Hello, KD7QOW here. I'm fortunate enough to live within biking distance of 3 different POTA entities, but activating QRP with parks on the air it's kind of hard. And I think part of that is just not having elevation to work with. So I'm bringing 100 watts, and I'm going to show you my unique antenna setup that I've come up with for activating for the bike. And usually I use a wire antenna, usually an end-to-fed half wave, because they're lightweight and they're easy to carry. But that's not minimal footprint. That's still, 67 feet of wire. So I want to see if I can do a vertical setup. And the way I'm going to do that is to use the bike frame as part of support. Now, fortunately, or unfortunately, however you look at it, this is a carbon frame bike, which means I can't use it as part of the counterpoise, as cool as that would be. But I do have a counterpoise solution with me. Counterpoise, ground plane, whatever you want to call it. Other half of the antenna. So I've got a quarter wave vertical with me, and I've come up with, well, I think it's a rather innovative way of using the bike frame as a support. So this is Fort Vancouver. It's an old military base. Anyhow, what I like about it is that there's lots of nice shade trees. So I can just set up on a lawn somewhere in the shade where no one's looking. So this is a one-of-one solution, but I came up with a clever way of carrying my chameleon whip. The REI, this particular REI hiking pack has these metal loops for the trekking poles here, which I actually think is really neat. I kind of wish more packs had that. That is really cool. So anyway, I figured out I could just slip the threaded end, and then you have an 8x24 nut there that helps hold it in place. So, if you just happen to have this exact model of pack, there's your solution. I panicked for a second because I thought I didn't have my counterpoise, but I do. It's just so compact, it got bunched up in the bottom of my pack. This is nothing new. This is just Faraday cloth. So here's what I got. So, for the bike, I don't like to clamp stuff to the carbon frame. So I hear it's bad, or it could be bad. But I'm clamping to the seat post. And this is just this is like for photography. This is a lighting clamp, actually. It's, you could use it to carry cameras, all kinds of stuff, but it has like all the stuff for it. But it has a 3/8 hole there. And then this is part of something that I built for my car, and I don't use it this way anymore, but I figured out it would work for this. So I take the Faraday cloth. The nice thing is I figured out it doesn't really matter how bunched up this stuff gets, which is nice because it flops around in the wind a lot. So I just have a grommet that I put in the middle there, and then screw this down. So this is a plate. It's got a place for ground screw, and it's got the 3/8 inch threads that I put in the aluminum plate, and then of course that what's it called? A 3/8 inch stud. And this is enough. This is good enough. Like I it's not the best implemented ground ever, but it's there. Venerable FT-891, a 12 ampere hour battery. You need a choke with verticals. I even brought a tuner. So that's helpful because, like, with this counterpoise flapping around and stuff, who knows, the tuning could change. Plug in my key. And it's good to go. Okay, so that was 19 QSOs, all on 20 meter Morse code. One thing about this setup is I'm not as excited to get up and change bands as I would with a different one, because I have to go change the length of the antenna, or if I want to do 30 or 40 meters, I would have to add this loading coil that I brought with me. But I don't want to do either of those things. I didn't try any phone, just CW, but it worked out. Battery's charging the phone while I'm operating here, and yeah, I think this is a pretty good setup. Just when I think I can't possibly outdork myself, I come up with something new. So here we go. But with that, I'm just going to say 7-3. Get out there, go play with your radios.